Welcome. For this video, we're going to be exploring linear drumming techniques and apply them in Ableton. This is the Monosequencer, and one of the things that you should do once you've opened this up is actually change its transport settings to sync. We can change the number of pulses, the number of steps, and so on and so forth, but we're going to keep it pretty much to its defaults. Now we're going to load up a drum library, and that drum library that we're going to use is from Chop and Swing, and we go into the library here. It's one of the free ones that comes with Ableton. Drum voices, we're going to keep them pretty much to kick, snare and hat. So the pitch relationships for each of these voices: the kick is on C1, the snare is on E1, and the hi-hat will be on F#1. We're going to adjust the pitches to match those ones that we're looking for. So snare drums, first of all, going to put those on 2 and 4. Going to do the hi-hats on F#1, so that's going to be here. So the way that this pattern is going to be read is it's going to go kick, 2 hi-hats, kick, snare, and then whatever we want to happen next. So let's say we're going to have a snare followed by a kick, followed by a hi-hat, and then followed by another snare here. We're going to have the hi-hat on beat 3, on the first 16th note of beat 3, which we are going to follow up with a snare drum, followed by another hi-hat, followed by a kick drum, snare, kick combo, and then we're going to follow up with another hi-hat, followed by a snare drum. And then the last thing that we need to do, if you can look at the drum window, is you can see that our transposition, it actually needs to come down here. We're about 2 octaves too high from where we need to be. So -12 would take us down 1 octave. But that just is at the top of the drum rack. So -24 gets us in striking distance. Now, the main idea about linear drumming is that no 2 drum voices should occur together. So there should only ever be 1 note playing at a time. Essentially, it's very much a monophonic type approach to drumming. It's easily achievable in the edit window here. You can follow the same principles here. It's just that the Monosequencer gives us a couple of other ways of actually working with this. One of those is that it's pretty straightforward to be able to change the length of the pattern, to change the resolution of the pattern. So if we change it to 1/8 notes, so we can do that. We can superimpose any other type of division that we would like, say a dotted 16th note. But what we also have with this pattern is that we can also transpose it in real time. Hitting a key will transpose it up or down. So there is basically just a shift of 1 semitone, shifting the whole pattern up 1 semitone. If you observe the transpose window down here, you'll be able to see it moving around. It gives us the opportunity to just take the same rhythmic pattern and shift it around through different voices. So that's the linear drum programming method. It is monophonic in nature. You can program it just as much inside the typical editing window, as much as use the Monosequencer, but the Monosequencer gives us a couple of other aspects that we can apply to our drum pattern once we've actually programmed it, and these include changing the pulse, and we can also transpose it. If you've liked what you've heard and what you've seen, please remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time.